In this video, we will be probing what you can't see and investigating magnetic forces and poles using a refrigerator magnet. As a reminder, magnets are a type of material that make magnetic fields. They have a north and a south pole, usually at the ends of a magnet. And these magnetic fields run from north to south pole, which exert force on other magnetic materials. With magnetic poles of the same kind, they will repel, meaning they'll push away from each other. Opposite poles will attract and want to be close to each other. To get started, you'll close your eyes, make a fist, and run a fingertip across your knuckles. You should be able to feel all the different hills and valleys of your knuckle ridge without actually seeing them. And we're actually going to do this with a magnet. So get out your magnet. And what you'll do is remove the little probe strip on the side. You can either use your scissors or you can actually just rip it off. So in order to understand the magnet, we will use the probe to then help us learn the structure of the magnet. So what you'll do is slowly pull the probe across the front side of the magnet, back and forth and across. And you're going to see whether or not you feel any attractive or repulsive forces. Because the front side of the magnet is pretty coated, you won't actually feel very many forces. So what you'll do is flip it over onto the back side where it's completely black and run the probe strip back and forth, up and down to see if you can feel any sort of attractive or repulsive forces. You might have to do it a couple times until you can really get a feel for what's going on. And you should be able to feel some sort of bumpiness, even though you actually just see a really smooth surface. If you haven't already, try doing it in another direction. Eventually, you should be able to feel something bumpy. So you can see here, I zoomed in and you can actually feel the probe and see the probe and hear the probe bumping along the surface of the magnet. Do you hear that? In contrast, you can see on the other side, when I switch directions, it actually is really smooth. You only hear, the two magnets rubbing together. But if you switch it to the other side, you again can hear that really bumpy, sort of zippy sound. Zoom in and go much closer, you can actually see the little probe magnet moving up and down as it's going across the magnet, as you can see here. Based on your observations, which of the diagrams below best shows the way the magnetic poles are arranged on your refrigerator magnet? So please keep in mind that the same type of poles will repulse and then the opposite poles will attract. So think about, which one of these patterns will be best suited for what your probe has sort of felt or discovered. So you can take some time to talk about it yourselves or write some observations down, try playing with the magnet again, and we will guess in a second. So if you guessed B, you are correct. So what is happening is that you feel the probe strip bump across the surface when it's being pulled across the different bands because it's alternately attracted to and repelled by the forces it encounters. When the strip is pulled parallel to the bands, you don't feel the bumps because it's always attracted to the surface. So seen in a different way, you can see the way the magnet is printed where it's basically U-shaped magnets that have north-south alternating magnetic lines, and the magnet probe is then being attracted and repulsed, attracted and repulsed. This activity is to mimic a type of tool that we use to study nanoscale surfaces and structures called the scanning probe microscope. This one in particular is actually called an atomic force microscope that's located at Stanford. Instead of a magnet or your finger, it uses this tiny, tiny cantilever that has a really sharp tip that can feel the surface of a material. This super sharp tip moves across the nanoscale surface. By dragging this tip around on different surfaces and recording the bumps and grooves, scientists are able to piece together what a surface looks like at the atomic level. To show you how the AFM works in application, we took a blue morpho butterfly wing, which is really famous for its blue color. The blue color comes from its nanostructured wing. So what we did was we took a wing, you can see the image on the left, and put it under the AFM microscope. And you'll see on the far right where the cantilever is actually running across a piece of the wing. And here are our results. So on the left, you'll see an up-close image of the wing where it is a 6 by 6 micron image. So each of the ridges is about 1 micron in width, the thicker ones. And then on the right side, you'll see a 15 by 15 micron image of, a zoomed out version of the first image. And you'll see it's actually a really organized grid-like structure, which I think is really interesting and something a little bit unexpected if you just looked at the wing first off, which really showcases how important and useful these tools are. Thanks for watching!